Lesson 1, Exploring New Cities.
I would love to visit a city we have not been to before.
That sounds exciting. Which city are you considering?
I have heard great things about Barcelona. The architecture is stunning.
Barcelona would be amazing. The gaudy buildings are breathtaking.
Exactly. I cannot wait to see La Sagrada Familia in person.
That is definitely a must-see. What about the food there?
I heard the tapas are delightful. We could try so many different dishes.
Yes. And I am excited about tasting churros with chocolate.
Those sound delicious. We must add that to our itinerary.
And let us not forget about the beaches. Relaxing by the sea would be perfect.
Absolutely. A little sun and sand would enhance the experience.
How long do you think we should stay?
I would say at least a week, to explore everything thoroughly.
That sounds reasonable. Maybe we can take day trips to nearby cities.
Great idea. Girona and Tarragona are close by and worth a visit.
I would love to see historical sites and charming streets.
Plus, we can immerse ourselves in the local culture.
Yes. A walking tour could help us discover hidden gems.
Definitely. I am already feeling the excitement.
Me too. Planning trips is almost as fun as taking them.
Should we start researching accommodations?
Yes. Let us find some charming places to stay.
I hope we can find something with a view.
A rooftop terrace would be lovely for sunset watching.
Here is to our exciting adventure in Barcelona.
Lesson 2, Nature's Wonders.
I am truly impressed by the beauty and grandeur of the falls.
I completely agree. They are absolutely breathtaking.
The way the water cascades down is mesmerizing.
It feels like a scene from a movie, does it not?
Yes. I am overwhelmed with wonder.
The power of nature is astonishing. It puts things into perspective.
It really does. I feel so small standing here.
But in a good way. It makes you appreciate the world around you.
Exactly. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, this is my first time witnessing such a magnificent waterfall.
Same here. I did not expect it to be this impressive.
The mist adds a magical touch. I love how it feels on my skin.
Yes. It is refreshing, especially on a warm day.
Should we take some pictures to remember this moment?
Absolutely. Let us capture the beauty while we can.
I want to get a photo with the falls in the background.
Great idea. I can help you take that shot.
Thank you. And then you should jump in for some pictures too.
I will. I will strike my best pose in front of the falls.
I cannot wait to see that. Hopefully, you do not get too wet.
Just a little splash will be worth it for the perfect shot.
Here is to making memories together at this incredible place.
Yes. I am so glad we came here. It is truly unforgettable.
Let us enjoy every moment and explore more.
Absolutely. There is so much more beauty to discover.
Lesson 3: The Texas Economy.
Have you considered the revenue behind manufacturing and tourism here in Texas?
Yes. Texas has such a diverse economy. The numbers are quite impressive.
Absolutely. Manufacturing contributes significantly, especially in technology and energy.
And tourism adds a substantial boost as well, does it not?
It certainly does. The colorful history of Texas attracts millions of visitors each year.
Yes. From the Alamo to the vibrant culture in cities like Austin, there is so much to explore.
That variety makes Texas a unique destination for tourists.
I love how history intertwines with modern attractions.
Yes. It gives visitors a sense of connection to the past.
Have you visited many historical sites here?
I have. Each one tells a fascinating story about Texas's journey.
I find it interesting how diverse the influences on Texas culture are.
Yes. Mexican, Native American, and Western influences create a rich tapestry.
And the food scene is a perfect example of that blend.
Exactly. Tex-Mex cuisine is one of my favorites.
Mine too. The flavors are so vibrant and authentic.
We should explore more local restaurants during our next outing.
Definitely. Each place has its own unique spin on traditional dishes.
Let us not forget the festivals. They celebrate Texas's culture beautifully.
True. Events like the San Antonio Fiesta showcase Texas's spirit and diversity.
All of this is vital for the state's economy, supporting local businesses.
It truly is. It is amazing how interconnected everything is.
Here is to appreciating the colorful history of Texas and its contributions.
Lesson 4: Planning a sightseeing adventure.
Have you decided where to go sightseeing tomorrow?
I am thinking about visiting the art museum. I heard the exhibits are captivating.
That sounds wonderful. Art museums often provide such rich experiences.
Yes. Plus, I enjoy exploring different styles and periods of art.
What time do you think we should go?
I believe it opens at 10 a.m. That should give us plenty of time.
Perfect. Should we grab breakfast first?
Absolutely. A good breakfast will keep us energized for the day.
I know a great cafe nearby that serves delicious pancakes.
Pancakes sound delightful. Let us make that our breakfast spot.
After breakfast, we can stroll to the museum. It is not too far.
That will be lovely. A nice walk helps us digest our meal.
Do you want to take our cameras for some photos?
Definitely. I want to capture the beautiful art and our adventures.
I cannot wait to see what we discover together.
Me neither. Art has a way of sparking conversations and ideas.
Exactly. We can discuss our perspectives on what we see.
I hope they have any interactive exhibits, they are always fun.
That would be a bonus. It makes the visit more engaging.
Yes. Learning should always be enjoyable.
Shall we check if there are any special events happening at the museum?
Good idea. A lecture or guided tour could enhance our visit.
I will look it up while we sip our drinks.
Excellent. Here is to a day filled with art and inspiration.
Cheers to that. Let us make the most of our sightseeing adventure.
Lesson 5: Creative Sustainability.
That is fantastic. Look at these beautiful bags made from recycled plastic.
I agree. It is a clever way to reduce waste and promote creativity.
They are both stylish and environmentally friendly.
Exactly. I love how creativity can transform waste into something useful.
Have you seen those jewelry pieces made from old keys?
Yes. They are so unique and clever. I might buy a pair.
Great choice. I appreciate how they turn everyday items into art.
It is inspiring, is it not? We can all contribute to sustainability.
Absolutely. It encourages us to think outside the box.
I should try creating some crafts at home.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Do you have any specific projects in mind?
Perhaps I could make coasters from old wine corks.
That would be perfect. They are functional and add a personal touch.
Exactly. Plus, it would be a fun way to recycle.
Should we sign up for a workshop here?
Yes. I would love to learn more about eco-friendly crafting methods.
It could be a great way to spend time together and be productive.
I completely agree. Plus, we can bring home our creations.
Here is to being creative while helping the planet.
Cheers to that. Let us make a positive impact together.
Let us continue exploring the fair for more inspiration.
Lesson 6: Making a new home.
It is a lot of work, but I believe it will be worth it in the end.
I completely agree. Moving can be exhausting but also very rewarding.
Yes. I hope my new place feels like home soon.
I am sure it will. You have a great eye for decorating.
Thank you. I plan to add personal touches to make it cozy.
That is key. Personal items really make a space feel welcoming.
I also want to create a little garden on my balcony.
That sounds wonderful. Plants add life and color to any space.
I have picked out some herbs and flowers already.
Perfect. Fresh herbs will be so useful in the kitchen.
Exactly. I can already imagine cooking with my own basil and thyme.
Do you have any furniture set up yet?
A couch and a dining table, but I still need a few finishing touches.
How about a comfy chair for reading?
That is a fantastic idea. I definitely need a reading nook.
And some artwork to hang on the walls would be lovely.
Yes. I want to choose pieces that reflect my personality.
You should visit local galleries or craft fairs for unique finds.
Great suggestion. Supporting local artists is always a joy.
Are you planning a housewarming gathering?
I would love to. Sharing the space with friends is important to me.
Let me know when. I would be thrilled to help organize it.
Thank you. It will be fun to celebrate this new chapter together.
Here's to making your new place feel like a beautiful home.
Cheers to that. I look forward to all the memories to come.
Lesson 7: Navigating Change.
It is clear that society and the marketplace have become more dynamic and competitive.
I completely agree. The pace of change is astonishing.
Yes. Companies must constantly adapt to stay relevant.
It can be quite overwhelming, but it also opens up many opportunities.
Exactly. Creativity and innovation are more important than ever.
Have you noticed how consumer preferences shift quickly?
Yes. Trends change in the blink of an eye. Companies must be agile.
It is fascinating how social media influences what people buy.
Absolutely. Marketing has evolved drastically in recent years.
It is no longer just about advertising, it is about engagement.
And building authentic connections with customers is vital.
I believe it fosters loyalty and trust in a brand.
Do you think businesses should invest more in sustainable practices?
Yes. Today's consumers often prefer environmentally responsible companies.
That is true. Sustainability can be a strong selling point.
It is impressive how some brands successfully integrate those values.
Exactly. It reflects their commitment to the community and the planet.
Should we consider how these dynamics affect our own projects?
Definitely. We must stay aware of trends to position ourselves well.
Let us also focus on providing real value to our audience.
Agreed. Engaging content will always capture attention.
Here is to thriving in a competitive marketplace with creativity.
Cheers to that. Let us embrace the changes and innovate together.
Lesson 8: Grocery Shopping Adventures.
I push the cart all around the store to gather everything on my list.
That sounds like quite the task. Is the cart heavy?
It is large, but I manage. However, by the time I am finished, I feel like I have completed a workout.
Ha! Grocery shopping certainly can be a form of exercise.
Absolutely. I should add it to my fitness routine.
You might as well. Burning calories while shopping is efficient.
Yes. And I try to move quickly to avoid the weekend rush.
Smart thinking. The store can get quite crowded.
I navigate the aisles like a race car driver. Speed and precision.
I love that image. You should wear a racing helmet next time.
Now that would get some interesting looks.
It would. But you would win the unofficial grocery shopping championship.
I appreciate your support in my grocery ambitions.
Anytime. What items are on your list today?
Just the essentials: fresh fruits, vegetables, and some snacks.
Snacks are vital. What kind are you considering?
I am torn between chips and dried fruits.
Why not both? A good balance always works.
That is a tempting suggestion. I may just indulge.
Treat yourself. You deserve a little fun in your cart.
True. A well-rounded shopping experience is crucial.
Should I help you with the heavy items?
That would be amazing. Thank you.
No problem. Let us conquer this grocery adventure together.
Here is to making our shopping trips enjoyable and efficient.
Lesson 9: Culinary Adventures.
Food really does make a great day, does it not?
Absolutely. I am glad we are doing this together. It makes it even more enjoyable.
Yes. Sharing delicious meals enhances the experience.
What should we try first? There are so many tempting options.
I spotted a stall offering gourmet tacos. They looked irresistible.
Tacos sound fantastic. They are always a crowd favorite.
Let us get in line and grab a few different kinds.
Great idea. We can share and sample a variety.
I love how adventurous we can be with food.
Yes. Trying new flavors is part of the fun of a food festival.
I wonder what other delicious dishes we will discover.
How about we keep an eye out for desserts too?
Yes. A food festival is not complete without something sweet.
Perhaps some fresh churros or that chocolate fountain I saw.
Oh, that sounds heavenly. I could definitely go for some churros.
Let us make sure to leave room for dessert after our tacos.
I will certainly try. It will be worth it.
A day filled with food and laughter is a day well spent.
Exactly. I cherish moments like these.
And it is a great way to explore different cultures through cuisine.
Definitely. Food brings people together in the best way.
Here is to a day filled with culinary delights.
Cheers to that, and to our delicious adventure ahead.
Lesson 10: The concept of freedom.
Can you imagine if we could create a free society anywhere on Earth?
That would be revolutionary. The possibilities are endless.
However, it is a complex issue. There are so many factors to consider.
Absolutely. It is not merely about obtaining freedom, it is about maintaining it.
Agreed. And it was not about to let me, of all people, argue in favor of one specific system.
Why is that? You have valid points to make about the strengths of different systems.
I appreciate your confidence. But I feel like I would be outnumbered.
Do not underestimate your thoughts. Every voice matters in these discussions.
True. I suppose it is important to facilitate an open dialogue.
Yes. Engaging different perspectives can lead to richer solutions.
I agree. Societies evolve through conversations and debates.
Also, listening to each other fosters understanding and collaboration.
And it allows us to find common ground, even if we disagree.
Definitely. Perhaps that is the essence of a free society: open minds.
I like that. A society that encourages exploration of ideas can thrive.
Precisely. And adapting to new concepts is crucial for progress.
Should we brainstorm ways to promote these ideas in our community?
Excellent suggestion. Organizing local discussions could spark interest.
Yes. We can invite speakers and encourage participation.
Here is to fostering dialogue about freedom and cooperation.
Cheers to that. Let us inspire others to engage with these vital topics.
Lesson 11: Finding joy in everyday life.
It is all about finding happiness in the everyday moments, isn't it?
Absolutely. Those small moments can bring us so much joy.
I find joy in simple things, like watching the clouds drift by.
Yes. Nature has a unique way of calming our spirits.
Have you noticed how laughter can brighten a mundane day?
Definitely. Sharing a laugh transforms everything.
What is the last thing that made you laugh?
Oh, just yesterday, I saw a dog chasing its tail. It was hilarious.
That sounds adorable. Animals have such a playful spirit.
They remind us not to take life too seriously.
Exactly. Sometimes, we need that lightheartedness.
I also find happiness in cooking. Trying new recipes is so fun.
Cooking can be a creative outlet. What have you tried recently?
I made a delicious pasta dish with fresh vegetables.
Yum! That sounds delightful. I can imagine the flavors.
It was a hit. Cooking for friends adds to the joy.
Yes. Sharing food creates wonderful memories.
What are other small things that make you happy?
For me, it is reading a good book on a rainy day.
That is blissful. Getting lost in a story can be magical.
It truly is. What about you?
I love listening to music while enjoying a cup of tea.
A perfect combination. Music can uplift our moods instantly.
Indeed. Sometimes, I even dance around my kitchen.
That sounds like a fun way to celebrate life.
It is. Every little moment deserves to be cherished.
Here is to finding happiness in our everyday lives.
Lesson 12: The Importance of Democracy.
It is intriguing to reflect on how we got here and what we were sent here to do.
Yes, understanding our purpose is essential, especially in advocating for democracy.
Indeed. The importance of democracy cannot be overstated.
It empowers citizens and gives everyone a voice.
Exactly. Each voice contributes to the democratic process.
I wonder how we can effectively encourage more people to participate.
Perhaps we could start by organizing neighborhood discussions.
That sounds like a great idea. Sharing information helps raise awareness.
Also, we should emphasize the impact that voting has on our community.
Yes. Many people do not realize how their votes shape local decisions.
I remember when Tony emphasized that in his speech.
His point about civic responsibility resonated with me.
Absolutely. Democracy relies on active participation from all members.
Speaking of which, we ought to motivate younger generations, too.
That is crucial. Engaging youth can lead to lasting change.
We might consider setting up workshops in schools.
Great idea. Early education about democracy could spark interest.
Plus, using social media could amplify our efforts to reach younger audiences.
Yes. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok could be effective.
Imagine a fun campaign encouraging people to learn about their rights.
I love that idea. Informative yet engaging content can attract attention.
Here is to promoting the value of democracy in our community.
Cheers to that. Let us inspire others to take action and be heard.
Lesson 13, Navigating Conflict.
We are often told that the worst thing we can do is cause conflict, even in the service of doing right.
Yes, that is an interesting perspective. It makes me think about how we navigate difficult situations.
Exactly. Sometimes standing up for what is right can lead to disagreements.
True. But is it better to stay silent to avoid conflict?
That is the dilemma, isn't it? We want to advocate for good without creating tension.
I believe there are ways to express our views without hostility.
Agreed. Approaching conversations with empathy can make a big difference.
Yes. Finding common ground can help ease the tension.
Have you experienced a situation where you had to speak up?
Yes. I once had to address a problem at work that others were ignoring.
How did you handle it?
I approached it calmly, sharing my concerns while listening to their thoughts.
That sounds very diplomatic.
It helped open up a constructive dialogue instead of creating friction.
That is impressive. It shows that you can advocate for change respectfully.
Yes. It is important to make sure everyone feels heard.
Should we encourage others to engage in dialogue rather than silence?
Definitely. It fosters a healthier, more open environment.
After all, conflict can sometimes lead to important resolutions.
Exactly. Change requires courage, even if it is uncomfortable.
Here is to advocating for what is right, even amid disagreements.
Lesson 14, Stormy Memories.
Just the other day, I was starting to hear things outside.
Really? What kind of things?
I could hear the wind picking up intensity and branches rustling.
That sounds eerie. Did you feel nervous?
A bit. Then, a big streak of lightning flashed across the sky.
Wow. Those flashes can be both beautiful and frightening.
Exactly. It illuminated everything for a split second.
Did you see anything unusual during the storm?
Actually, I did. I noticed a bird struggling to find shelter.
Poor thing. Nature can be so harsh during storms.
Yes. I wanted to help, but it was too risky to go outside.
That is understandable. Safety must come first.
True. I remembered my childhood fears of thunder.
I had the same fears. I would hide under the blankets.
So did I. I would wait for it to pass, hoping for sunshine afterward.
It is funny how we feared storms back then.
Now, I appreciate their power and beauty.
Yes. There is something majestic about nature's fury.
And the smell of rain afterward is simply delightful.
Oh, I love that smell. It feels refreshing.
Here is to enjoying the thrill of storms, past and present.
Lesson 15, Engaging Conversations.
Should I ask my own questions during the workshop?
Definitely. It shows interest and engagement.
I worry I might interrupt someone or take too much time.
That is a common concern, but contributions are encouraged.
True. Asking questions can enhance the discussion for everyone.
Yes. It can lead to valuable insights and deeper understanding.
What type of questions do you think are most effective?
Open-ended questions often yield more engaging answers.
That makes sense. They invite others to share their thoughts fully.
Exactly. For example, instead of asking, "Did you like this topic?"
You could ask, what did you find most interesting about this topic?
Perfect. It allows for a richer conversation.
I will definitely keep that in mind for future discussions.
And do not forget to listen actively to the responses.
Right. Good communication is a two-way street.
Listening shows respect for others' opinions.
That is so true. It encourages open dialogue.
And it helps build stronger connections with people.
I feel much more confident about participating now.
I am glad to hear that. We should support each other in asking questions.
Yes. Let us make it a goal to engage more in discussions together.
Here is to fostering curiosity and meaningful conversations.
Cheers to that. Let us continue to learn and grow.